This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so before starting, um, so anyone is joining, maybe anyone who don't know about the computer basics, anyone is there like that, coming from mechanical, civil, or some other background?
Yeah, Srini.
Okay, so what is your, your background?
I civil actually. Now I'm actually working in an IT company only.
Okay,
It's a US based company only.
okay, cool.
I
Yeah,
as a customer support I'm working now.
good. Yeah, the reason why I am asking, so this course is for everyone who want to start as a fresher or apply with some experience or switching the technology. This course is for everyone who want to start with Salesforce, either as a fresher or up to 5 years of experience. So since I need to consider everyone, maybe I'll take 5 to 10 minutes to explain about the basics. So sometimes people are not understanding server, cloud, some of the terminology. I'll take 5 to 10 minutes to explain about that, and slowly I'll explain so what exactly the Salesforce and what are the job opportunities and what exactly we are going to discuss as part of this course. All those things we'll be discussing. To start with, yeah, first I want you to just understand if someone says server, cloud, right, internet. So this terminology we should understand. Okay, so to understand easily. So I think most of us nowadays everyone is using computer. Mostly everyone is having the laptop, right? So in laptop, so why we use laptop? So we store some files, maybe videos, images, some of the documents. Whenever you want to watch the video or open the document and read it. So for that purpose, we use laptop. We log into laptop and we use all those files, whatever we have in the memory, right? So um, in the same way, so if someone says server, server is also like our computer, like laptop. But laptop is only for our personal purpose, having the limited memory. Let's say you have 1 terabyte memory. Only those many files we can store in the laptop and we can access. Since you own the laptop, it's your wish. Whenever you want to start, you can start the laptop and use it. You can shut down, right? So we do like that. But if the business, for business, not for personal purpose, for business purpose, they need to make the, let's say in our laptop you have 100 videos. Whenever you want, you can start your laptop and watch all the videos. But the business, let's say Netflix, if you register with the Netflix, anytime you can log in and you can watch the movies and web series or whatever you want. So technically Netflix also maintain a computer, but the normal computer whatever we use is not sufficient to store, because they have thousands of movies, terabytes of memory occupied by all the videos whatever they have, right? So what they do, they maintain a server is like a supercomputer, right? Here in this diagram, server, it's also like our laptop, but it's in a big scale. It's like So the TV in our home, the movie theater is in a big scale, right? Thousands of people they can watch him at a time. They can watch. So like that. So Netflix they maintain the server which holds the terabytes of memory. All the videos and everything they keep in that server. Okay, so and also mostly they won't shut down. Almost 24/7 they keep it on. So server looks like this. It's not like our normal computer. It's a supercomputer having terabytes of memory, and almost they won't shut down 24/7. If there is a shutdown, they'll notify our service won't be available for 1 hour or something like that, right? So that I want you to understand. And at the end of the day, this server will be located in somewhere. Let's say this server is in North America in one of the region, right? Netflix, they have hundreds of servers. They have many servers. Maybe one server is not sufficient to provide all the videos or content, whatever they have. They maintain multiple servers. Okay, and from any country, if they have access to Netflix, how we access the content in the Netflix server? Through internet, right? So I have my laptop. In my laptop, I can go to a website called Netflix and log in, and I can start watching the videos, right? In order to access the Netflix and watch the videos, we need internet, right? So without internet, it is not possible, right? So it's not like it's not there in our laptop. It's there in the Netflix server. To access that, we need internet, right? How the internet works? We have the laptop, and let's say most of the times we have the Wi-Fi in our home, right? Mostly we'll be having the Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is wireless, but the thing is, the Wi-Fi is connected to a cable. Somewhere the cable will point to, there is a big network. There are physical cables under the ocean to connect all the countries and everywhere. At some point of time, through wire connection, it will connect to this network. And let's say we are in India. When you try to open something in India, so in India, if you see there are many ports, it will be connected to one of these. From there, through under the sea, maybe Netflix server is in US or in some other country, it will reach there, and we get the response and see. Okay, in the background, like that will happen, right? So not only from our laptop, if you have mobile, you can install one of the Netflix application. From that application also through internet, you can watch the videos, right? The thing is, so here client means the laptop or the mobile, whatever we use is the client. Server is the Netflix. The whatever the content they have, they keep in the server. So how it go to this server only? There is an address, right? Netflix.com is the address, right? So when we hit that address, it will identify through internet. It will go and identify the location of that Netflix.com server and the data, that video we see. Okay, internally it works like that. Okay, so if someone say server, you have to understand, right? Even YouTube maintains server 24/7. You can open YouTube, watch video, right? Daily, same video. If you want to watch, you can watch, right? They keep YouTube server on 24/7. That is also like a computer, but they make it available 24/7. That's the concept. Just if you have any confusion, let me know. Okay, so nowadays everything is through internet. The pictorial representation of the internet is cloud. Okay, so when someone say cloud, we have to understand cloud is nothing but internet. The pictorial representation of the internet is the cloud symbol in the network diagrams. Okay, so just to understand, right? So our computers, mobiles will be connected to thousands of servers through internet based on which website we open, right? Do that. So that's the concept. And also we need to know, so when we deal with any application, there are different layers, right? So almost we have to high level, we should know about this. If you want to access anything, first we should have some interface, means we should see in a pictorial way. Let's say my laptop is having Macintosh OS. So I have, if I want to open something, I have something, I'm able to see this icon, click on this. I have many files I can open and I can, right? So this is the UI, what we see in our computer with our eyes. That is that is UI. Okay, that is presentation layer. But in the background, when you click on something, right? Let's say if I click on this, some logic, something will execute in the background, which we don't see. Some code will execute. So that part is a business layer. Okay, and database layer means the data which is stored. Okay, so it's like a, so let's say I have all, whoever is joining for this meeting, I have everyone's first name, last name, email address in my computer memory, right? So it is there in the Excel file, right? So for me, Excel is like a database. In the Excel, all your information is available. Okay, ultimately that file is stored in my computer memory. Okay, so when you deal with any application, it will be like that. Okay, so when you open, let's say one of the website, some website I'm opening. Okay, so if you see this website, so we are seeing some UI, right? We are seeing some buttons that you can click on some of the button. When you click on that, some program execute in the background. Okay, and also how it is showing only this content, right? So here all this information, whatever we are seeing here, from where this is coming, there is a database. Okay, like Excel. Excel is a very simple tool where we store information. There are some of the tools which holds the information in a complex way, like Oracle, MongoDB, SQL Server. There are many databases, right? Those database tools help to maintain the information in an organized way. Okay, ultimately, to store all that information, memory is needed. Okay, so just try to understand. I mean, so people say UI. UI means user interface, what we see on the screen with our eyes. That's the UI. When we click on button, something happens. Right? When I click on this, something happened and I'm seeing the full screen. Business logic will be executed. and based on what we click, the information what we see, that will be maintained in the database. Ultimately, all these things needs memory. Okay, so all these things will store in some computer or server, right? From there, all these things will be displayed on our screen. Okay, so this is just right. So database means there can be multiple tables in the database, right? If I have Excel, in Excel I can create multiple sheets and I can maintain multiple tables of information. So it's like that. Okay. So here client means our laptop, let's say laptop, right? So our browser, right? It can be a Chrome or Internet Explorer or Firefox. It's the browser. So through browser we open one of the website, right? This is the address. When we open this address, the information related to this address located in which server, the request to go to that server, right? So yeah, in that server the storage and everything will be there in that server. Okay, so just so understand that point. Okay, the next thing, let's come to the main point. What is Salesforce and what is the purpose of this course and what exactly we see? What are the different Java opportunities, and this course contains which kind of syllabus? It is having coding or only the configuration? So those kind of things to understand. I'm just opening this PPT, and now here we understand what is Salesforce. Okay, before understanding about Salesforce, we should be aware of cloud computing, one of the concept. Okay, so here cloud computing is a concept. Okay, when you say I'm working for cloud computing, it won't be meaningful. It is very, very generic. It is like if you say I'm working on programming, right? The next question, which programming? Java or Python or C#? People ask the question, right? So programming is a concept. So there will be some set of statements, and when we do something on the UI, that logic execute and it gives some result. There are different programming languages. Java, it is maintained by Oracle company. Oracle company, they are providing Java. .NET is provided by Microsoft company, right? So like that, right? So cloud computing is a concept. So what is that concept? Here cloud means nothing but internet. Cloud computing means internet computing. That means whatever we do through internet, such kind of process we call as cloud computing. So what we can do through internet? Okay, so there are different areas, different I can say services can be offered through internet, right? So SaaS means software as a service. PaaS means platform as a service. IaaS means internet as a service. I'll explain about each and every type of service. So before we understand about that, cloud computing means the process of using different services through internet, we call as cloud computing. Cloud is nothing but internet. So what are these services? We'll understand. Okay. So the thing is, when we go with the internet services, mostly we don't bother about our hardware, right? It's not like you should have 1 terabyte memory, right? You should have 16 GB RAMs. So any basic computer you have where you can access internet, that is fine, right? It will be like that. Okay, so no need to install any software in our local system. All we need to have is the one of the web browser. If you have web browser, if you are able to open the website, that is fine. Then you can start accessing or using these services. Okay, that's the concept of the cloud computing. So first, let's understand each type of service. The first one is software as a service. Software as a service means providing the application as a service. So almost all web applications fall under this category. On day to day, we use Gmail, Facebook, Twitter, right, YouTube. So whatever we are able to open through web browser and access, those applications fall under software as a service. Okay, so just understand all websites maybe fall under software as a service. If you take the example of Facebook, who is providing Facebook website? There is a company called Facebook. That company, they are providing the Facebook website. The purpose of the website is you can log in, you can register, you can connect with the friends, you can so share the information to your friends, something like that, right? So if someone like about that kind of application service, so they can register and they can start using Facebook, right? And also this application is provided by Facebook company. Only as a Facebook user, you can register and you can use their service. You cannot ask them, or you cannot develop whatever you want, right? Exactly whatever Facebook company is providing, that feature, those that application we can use and we can maintain. If you want to develop something which is not provided by Facebook, it's not possible. Facebook, they are only offering the application as a service. So they are not providing any platform. Platform is where we can go and develop whatever we want. Yes, Facebook is not such kind of company. Same thing, YouTube, Gmail, those companies, right? YouTube and Gmail is provided by Google. They are not allowing normal users to modify those applications, right? But some websites, when you register for some of the websites, they are also offering the platform as a service. Right? Platform is the development environment. Okay, so some of the websites, if you register, so one of the website is Salesforce. There is a website for Salesforce. If you go to Salesforce website and register, you get some applications. You can log in and access those applications. Along with accessing those applications, we can also modify those applications by doing the development. So which kind of development we do, I'll explain slowly. Okay, so at high level, Salesforce company, they allow doing the development and enhancing the applications, whatever by default they provide. Okay, not only Salesforce, there are many other companies, Sugar CRM and Joho. There are many competitors are there, like Microsoft Dynamics 365. Okay, but Salesforce is one of the topmost company. Okay, so just this is about this kind of service. Okay, so there are many companies offering this service. Slowly we'll understand. So what exactly Salesforce offer? The next type of service which can be provided through internet is the infrastructure as a service. The infrastructure. Okay, so infrastructure is like a server, right? This is a server. Terabytes of memory, RAM, processor. It's like a supercomputer. Okay, so some companies, they are offering services through this. Okay, so what is the day-to-day example? Google Drive, right? So if you have Gmail account, you can also have the Google Drive. That maybe by default they provide 20 GB in general. You can also purchase, right? I purchased, so I purchased it to have 100 GB. I'm paying monthly or yearly to have 100 GB, right? So this 100 GB, where is this 100 GB? The memory, it's not in my computer, right? So technically I can open any laptop, any computer. All I need is the browser, log into my Gmail account, and I can access the information stored in this 100 GB, right? So this is there in the Google server, right? So Google will be having hundreds of servers. Okay, so let's say all these are Google servers. Whatever the 100 GB Google Drive memory, whatever I have, will be in one of the Google server, right? So I'm getting there. Okay, so like me, right? Let's say my 100 GB is in this server. This server is not only for me. Like me, there are many other people having 20 GB, 200 GB, 500 GB. So Google, they distribute the hardware through hundreds of thousands of users in the market, right? They collect a fee because they are providing memory. Okay, so once the users pay the fee, maybe my information and many thousands of other users' information is there in the same server, right? So when some company offers such kind of service, that we call as infrastructure as a service. Not only distributing the memory, so maybe they have processor, RAM, everything they can maintain. Everything can be distributed through internet. All we need to have is the internet. So mostly if you have some, I think already some of you, if you are working, or maybe if you are a fresher, if you don't know anything, what happens? So when you join in a company and when you start working for a project, we really don't work in the local system, right? So maybe the company give the laptop to you. Okay, so you don't directly work in that laptop. People say VPN, right? Or you need to connect it to the VPN network, right? So VPN is nothing but the server which is maintained by that company. Okay, so technically the laptop is used only for that, to open that application and all those things. So once the laptop is open, we connect it to VPN, and all the hardware, memory, and some of the information, everything through internet will be shared. Okay, so such kind of concept, maybe once you start working, you will understand few things about that. So yeah, these things we don't care because Salesforce don't bother about these things. Just for our understanding, I'm explaining, since we are discussing about the cloud computing. Okay, so these are the different types of services. Providing application as a service. There is a platform where some companies provide the environment to develop without installing anything in our local system. Directly go to one of the website and log in and start doing the development. Such kind of services fall under platform as a service. Infrastructure hardware can be distributed through internet. Okay, these are the different services which can be offered through cloud computing concept. Right? Cloud computing is a concept like programming. When we say programming, there are many companies. Microsoft, they are providing .NET. Oracle, they are providing Java, like that. This cloud computing, based on this cloud computing, there are many companies in the market providing some of these services. Okay, so some of the companies, let's say Google, right? The Google company, mostly they are providing the infrastructure as a service. You might hear about a technology called Microsoft Azure. Microsoft Azure from Microsoft. So they provide the infrastructure as a service. Google company, they have Google Cloud Platform. They say GCP. They are also providing the infrastructure as a service. And the most famous one, Amazon, AWS, Amazon Web Services. And they are also providing services mostly based on this infrastructure as a service. So those companies, they are very famous providing the infrastructure as a service, right? But not this maybe platform and software. Okay, those companies are not famous for providing software and platform as a service. Salesforce is a company. Salesforce company, they are not offering infrastructure as a service. They are offering software as a service and a platform as a service. Okay, so maybe some of you might do some research, and you might also hear about AWS and Microsoft Azure, GCP. Those are also related to cloud computing. Salesforce is also related to cloud computing, but there is a difference. A Salesforce company, they are famous for providing software as a service and platform as a service. This is not the target of the Salesforce company. Okay, that we'll discuss slowly. So before we understand about the Salesforce, so why this cloud computing? So why this came? So the reason is this cloud computing works based on the multi-tenant architecture. Okay, so tenant means who stay for rent, right? Tenants means let's say if you are staying for rent, you are the tenant for the owner, right? So multi-tenant architecture, meaning on day-to-day, if you see, let's say you need to buy the house. Okay, when you decided to buy the house, so what are the options we have? So buying the individual house or buying the apartment flat. So what is the difference? Buying the individual house, the full land and house is only for you and your family. No one else can enter. You have the dedicated power supply for your home, dedicated water supply for your home, everything, right? But if you choose apartment flat, you will be getting some place, some space in a building, right? The building is not only for you, it is for many other, maybe 20 or 30 or 100 families who is staying in that building, right? You need to share the power and also the water, the maintenance. There might be some common areas. So a little bit sharing all those things will be there. So which is better? Okay, so individual house is expensive. Let's say you need to spend millions of so dollars, or maybe 1 crore, 2 crores to buy the house. But apartment flat you might get for cheaper price. But you need to compromise with sharing some of the facilities. That is fine, right? So like that, right? So when there is a server, right? Let's say this is a server. Let's say you have a company, your company, to manage the information, they need to buy the server. Buying a entire server is very, very expensive. And also maybe the startup company, they don't know whether the company will be there after 1 year or 2 year or 5 years, because they don't know what will happen. If it is succeeded, they will be having the business for years. Otherwise, they have to close within next 1 year or 2 years or something like that, right? So that time, all their investment of buying this server and all those things will be wasted, right? So in olden days, before cloud computing, the companies needs to buy the dedicated server and lot of investment. But nowadays, due to this cloud computing concept, no need to buy the entire server, right? So let's say all they need is server, and they need some space, some place to run their application. Only take that much memory or whatever the resources needed from that server, right? By paying to that company who is managing this server, right? So that way, whatever they pay, that amount will be reduced, right? So like apartment flat is cheaper compared to individual house. The same concept. So cloud computing, let's say Google Drive, right? Google company, they have servers. All I need is 100 GB memory in the internet. For that, I don't want to spend millions of dollars to buy the server, right? Let's say I'm paying $20 per month, right? For $20, I'm getting 100 GB, right? Instead of paying maybe 500K or whatever, so I'm only paying $20 per month. Okay, so like that, we get the services for cheaper due to this cloud computing concept. That's why some of the companies in the market, they are offering services through this cloud computing concept. Okay, so Salesforce is one of the company, so providing the services through cloud computing. Okay, before we continue and understand what is Salesforce and all those things, so for any questions, anyone understanding about that, maybe non-IT background, maybe civil, mechanical, if you are not able to understand. Okay, so unable to, okay, see the content. Yeah, so if you have any questions so far, you can ask. So are able to follow, or some of you are feeling something, some terminology you are not able to understand? If you tell me, based on that, I'll try to explain. Okay, if you are able to follow, it's good. I'll continue like this. Any questions so far? No questions. Okay. Okay, let me continue. So now let's understand what is Salesforce. Okay, so Salesforce is one of the software company. They have the headquarters in San Francisco. Okay, so mostly this company started in the year 2000. Okay, so the concept of this company when they started, no software. Right, in olden days, if you want to use any application, we need to install that application in our system. We need to open the Windows or Mac, install that software, then you can use that application. But Salesforce company, right, in the year 2000, internet was not there. It was not like the access of internet was very limited. But on those years, they came up with a concept called no software, no need to install anything in the local system. Wherever we go, as soon as the internet is there, the application should be accessible. With that concept, they started this company, and mainly this company, the focus of providing, they focused on CRM software. Okay, so CRM means customer relationship management. In next slides, I'll explain. So what exactly is the CRM, customer relationship management? Okay, so this company, they want to provide the CRM through internet without installing anything in the local system. Many years back, there was a technology called Siebel, which was very famous for CRM. But that Siebel CRM, it is not based on the internet. Any company, if they want to use Siebel, that company, they need to, all employees, they have to install that Siebel software in the local system, and the information will be stored in the company server like that. Okay, so a lot of maintenance, lot of complexity. Let's say the employee who use that CRM software, if their computer is not available, they cannot see the information, right? So, but this company, they came up with the idea, irrespective of the system, even the employee is not having access to the computer assigned to him, even through mobile or even through any laptop, any system, they should be able to log in and access information. So with that concept, this company, they started providing the CRM application through internet. Okay, so along with providing that application, right, providing the application through internet as a service is nothing but software as a service, right? So this company, they are providing Salesforce CRM applications. Along with providing these applications, they are also providing the platform. Okay, so this platform we call as Force.com platform. Here nowadays, they are asked to call this as Salesforce.com platform. Okay, you might hear some names like Force.com or Salesforce.com. Okay, so this is nothing but the platform as a service what the company is offering. Okay, so that time no one came up that there is no other company providing this kind of facility. Okay, so the meaning of this one is, as soon as the internet is there, whoever is using this Salesforce CRM application, they can log in and use the application. Along with using those applications, they can modify these applications using the platform. Again, this platform, no need to install anything. Through internet, log into that website, and within the browser only they can write the logic, and they can do the development, right? So with that idea, so they are offering these services. Okay, so here we need to understand what is this CRM and what is this platform. When we say platform, which kind of programming we write, all those things I'll explain in the next slides. Okay, but the concept of Salesforce is providing the software as a service plus the platform where whoever is taking the service from Salesforce, they can modify these applications as per their need without installing anything to make the customer happy. That's the concept of the Salesforce. Okay, so slowly, once we understand what is CRM, and later we also understand using this platform, which kind of programming we write, those we'll understand. Okay. So far, if you have any questions, you can unmute and ask your questions. Okay. Sometimes if you don't ask, I think that you are understanding. Okay. Any questions before understanding about CRM? Okay. So now let's understand. So what is the CRM and what exactly? So it's not that only Salesforce is providing CRM, right? CRM is a common process. Not only Salesforce. There are many other softwares based on the CRM. Previously, it was Siebel CRM, Salesforce CRM, SAP CRM, Oracle CRM, Microsoft Dynamics CRM. There are many other companies providing CRM as a service. Okay, but Salesforce is #1 platform, right? So out of all CRM softwares, Salesforce is topmost company. Okay, so first we understand this, what is CRM and how Salesforce is organizing this CRM software. Okay, so here the full form is customer relationship management, and all these are like tables. Let's say, right, the reason why the CRM is used. Okay, so when you deal with any business, okay, think about any business. Almost all business they need CRM, customer relationship management. Each interaction with the customers in each and every phase, what is happening, that information should be captured in an organized way. By using that information, the companies try to improve the business and try to take the decisions and understand. Okay, so let me give a few examples so that you'll understand. Okay, so let's maybe understand, let's say Apple, right? Apple is one of the company, right? This Apple company. So what they do? This Apple company, they have different types of products, right? They have Apple laptops, right? They have laptops, maybe iPhone. They have iPhone, they have iPad. They have many other things, right? This company, they sell products, right? Apple products, laptops, iPhones, iPad, everything. So this company, to organize this, right? To whom they are selling the laptop, to whom they are selling the iPhone, right? So to organize their information, they need software, right? This Apple company also, they use CRM, customer relationship management, right? Let's say Apple, they are releasing, let's say iPhone 14 or something, right? So when they release this iPhone 14, how people in the market, they know about this? There is a new iPhone model is there. How we know, right? So any company, not only Apple, any product based company, if they have some product, they need to launch that product in the market. The people and different companies in the market should know this Apple company is coming up with one of the new model of the iPhone, right? As part of the CRM, right? All that is managed in the CRM, customer relationship management. The first phase to introduce the product in the market, right? So just, I mean, if you have a business, right, what is the first step? Some people in market should know about your business, right? From where we start? We start with marketing, right? Marketing. People should know there is a company, there is a product, right? So they do the marketing so that people know Apple company is providing this new model iPhone 14, right? So as part of the marketing, so how they maintain this, right? Advertisement, right? The first phase is the advertisement. How I know that iPhone 14 is there? Let's say maybe when I try to access one of the website as advertisement, maybe we might see. Let's say when I try to read the paper, there is advertisement iPhone 14. Or when I'm watching the YouTube video, there is a ad about iPhone 14, right? So somehow, right, on day to day, let's say I'm traveling and there is a hoarding. They have a banner, iPhone 14 is there. They are launching iPhone 14. So like that, people know by maybe I'm watching a game as a banner advertisement. They are displaying about this new model, right? So people know in different ways, right? So for that, they give different types of advertisements. Okay, so all this, I mean, who do the advertisement? No one can just the banner, whatever is there on hoarding. It's not free, right? The Apple company, they spend money to keep that hoarding, the banner, maybe to display the ads in YouTube. Apple company, they pay to YouTube to display the ad, right? So like that, this company for the marketing, they spend some money. So let's say they are spending 10 million US dollars to introduce this in the market, right? So how they are spending this $10 million, right? So they are giving different advertisements, right? So we also call advertisement as campaign, right? Let's say campaign. So which type of campaign they are running, right? So let's say one of the campaign TV advertisement, right? So maybe paper, maybe YouTube videos, right? Maybe internet, right? Internet, whenever we access any website, YouTube video, maybe sponsoring for some of the events, games, right? So how much? Maybe they have the budget of 10 million, right? Let's say they are spending 2 million for TV advertisement, 1 million for maybe internet, right? So this is not the ending of spending, right? So like that, they keep on spend, right? They 10 million. The budget is 10 million. They might spend maybe less or more based on the response from the market, right? So this is not the ending of this marketing, right? For iPhone 14, the budget is maybe 10 million, and so they are spending this much for each type of advertisement. Maybe next year they might come up with iPhone 15. Again, they have to repeat the same kind of process. That time they might spend even more, right? So until they are there in the market launching different products, they have to repeat the same process, right? So for that, to maintain this information, Okay, the CRM software is used. Okay, so here marketing is like every time for marketing to store their information, right? They maintain a table. So assume that this is a table, right? Database table, where in the table maybe they maintain TV advertisement, date, and how much money they are spending. Everything they maintain. Next time for other product, again TV advertisement and that particular date when they are giving advertisement, how much they spent. Like that, the information will be maintained, right? So any business starts like this. Okay, this is one example. I'll also come up with one more example to have the better idea. Okay. So what is the advantage, right? If I know that iPhone is launching iPhone 14, so what is the benefit they get? I might buy or I might not buy, right? So they create the awareness, but some people, whoever want to buy or whoever want to give gift it to someone or something, so they know that there is a iPhone 14 in market. Some people they might buy, so that this Apple company they get the revenue, right? So to create the awareness, this is maintain. I mean, they invest money, and due to this, they get the leads, right? After giving the advertisement, they get response from this advertisement. Who respond? It's not maybe the individual person. Let's say I have the plan to buy iPhone 14, right? Maybe I can go and buy through Apple Store. I can go to authorized Apple Store and buy. It's not that we only buy through Apple Store, right? I can buy the Apple iPhone 14 from Amazon, or I can go to one of the shop and I can buy, right? So the thing is, it's not that always these products are directly only Apple company they sell. Okay, in between there are many other companies, so Amazon, right? Maybe Walmart, or maybe some of the shops, mobile stores, right? Different people, different business people, right? So let's say Walmart is a company. Amazon, through Amazon, one of the vendor, right? One of the company they sell. So there are many companies, they buy the iPhones from Apple, and they sell to the end user. End user means like individual. Let's say I want iPhone 14, I am individual. If you want, you are one of the individual, right? So when this campaign is um, run by the Apple company, there are many mobile stores and many other business. They buy those Apple iPhone 14 in bulk from the Apple and sell to the end user. Right? Apple company they provide more discount when you buy in bulk. Right? Let's say as an individual, if I go and buy, so let's say they are charging $1,000, but one of the company, if they are buying, let's say they are buying 100 or 1,000 iPhone 14s, so maybe they might sell for only $700 because they are selling 1,000. Only for less margin they can sell, right? So one of the companies they buy only for $700, and maybe that company might give lesser price than iPhone. They are selling only for $950. Instead of buying from Apple Store, I buy from that vendor, right? So like that will happen. Okay. So now what I am trying to explain, due to this advertisement, some companies like Walmart, maybe, right? So some of the mobile stores, right? Those companies they give response, right? So whoever provides the response, that is like a lead, right? So lead means lead is nothing but the response from a campaign advertisement. So let's say for our example, so Walmart is a company, right? So they responded for this campaign, and let's say they want even Walmart is a very very big company, right? So let's say they want 100K iPhone 14. They want to sell across different states in US and other countries, right? So this Walmart company, but Walmart is not a person, right? Walmart is a company. Through that company, okay, one of the person, okay, maybe let's say um, Tom is one of the person, someone, okay, so responded to the iPhone 14 campaign from Apple. Okay, so Tom is a employee, right? Employee of the Walmart. Behalf of the Walmart company, this person responded, right? So now this is a lead. This is a lead for whom? Apple company, right? So Apple company is having this CRM software. In that CRM software, they have all the advertisements information in the campaign table, and all the responses for the campaign they have in the lead table. Here, lead is nothing but some companies like Walmart and one of the, let's say, Big C mobile store, something like that. Okay, so but company cannot interact, right? Some employee in the company interact, and this person is interacting. So what is the requirement, right? So what is the requirement? Why? How many iPhone 14? What is the quantity this company need? Okay, so maybe 100K, 100K quantity iPhones, right? iPhone 14 they need, right? So this is a deal, right? What is the deal? Why they are approaching? They want 100K iPhones, right? So like that. Okay, so this is a lead. Okay, so this information will be collected by Apple company due to this advertisement. So like this, I mean, this is one example. There can be many companies responded, right? Let's say Costco is one of the company. They need 200K quantity of iPhone, right? So let's say here, one of the person responded behalf of this. Yeah, like that, they keep on hundreds of responses. Okay, and once this lead is generated, are they really going to buy? No, right? Lead is nothing but the inquiry. iPhone 14 is there, and this guy simply might be called or mailed or submitted a form in the Apple website about their requirement. Right? Lead is just an inquiry. It's not that they are really going to buy those things, right? So once all these leads are generated in Apple CRM, the employees of the Apple company, they maintain marketing team. The employees of the Apple company, they call to these leads. They call to Tom from Walmart and ask, so what is the interest and what exactly they want. In the discussion, right? So this guy might show interest or might not show interest, right? Let's say just for inquiry, this person is responded, but they are not interested due to some reason. They don't want to sell, right? That means they are not interested further, right? They stop contacting Apple company. They stop contacting this person about this. So let's say when they call to this company employee, this person is showing some interest. The further interest is asking what is the discount you provide because they are taking this much quantity, right? If it is reaching the next level, so if the lead, whoever is inquired, if they are showing interest to know more details and understand, so the lead can be converted as account, contact, and opportunity. Okay, so here what is this account, contact, and opportunity? Okay, so here if you see this is the response from the Walmart company by this employee, right? So when the lead is converted, the lead can be converted into account. Here account is nothing but the company, right? Here this lead, okay, in the current example, okay, again this is a table, right? In the current example, if this lead is converted, right, let's say thinking this is converted, so what is that company? Costco. That is stored in this account table. Okay, so and contact is also one of the table, right? Who is working in that company? Hari is one of the person working in that company. That person information will be stored in a table called contact, right? Contact. And opportunity is a deal. This is also one of the table, right? So opportunity is nothing but a deal. So what is the deal? What they want? They want 200K quantity of the iPhone 14, right? So that will be maintained here. Okay, so maybe 200K quantity of iPhone. That information stored in the opportunity, right? So this is what happened, right? So marketing, advertisement, and the leads, Apple company they call. If they are showing further interest, it can be converted into account, contact, and opportunity. Okay, so opportunity is a deal. It's not that since this opportunity is generated, they are buying, right? So next they ask, what is the advantage? We are buying 200K iPhones. What is the kind of support? Let's say if there is a defect product, how you are going to provide the service? What is the discount? Let's say the original cost is $1,000. Since they are taking 200K, they want that only for $600, right? So they ask a discount. Okay, so if the Apple company they provide the discount asked by this company, and if the Costco company they are fine with the discount provided by Apple company, then only the deal will be closed successfully, right? So they ask a quotation. Again, quotation is a table. The quote, right? How much discount? So what is the original price and what is the discount they are giving, right? Let's say $100 is the original price. So let's say they are only giving for $700. $300 discount they are giving for each iPhone. Okay, so if they like this, okay, so Costco company they say, yeah, we are interested and we want to buy. So that means the opportunity will be closed successfully, and for 200K of iPhone 14, Costco company they'll be paying to Apple company, right? But let's say this Apple company is not ready to provide for 700. They are asking, let's say 800. But this company did not like. They might not proceed further, right? So that means Apple company lose this opportunity. Okay, so like that, right? In each and every stage of the business. Okay, so what is happening will be maintained in the CRM. Okay, so in this, all Apple employees, right? They cannot same department, they cannot manage all these things. So this marketing related things, the marketing representatives, Apple company, they recruit some employees for marketing purpose. They deal until here, conducting the advertisements and generating the leads for the company, and the lead is converted as account contact opportunity. So once this opportunity is generated, there may be maintaining a different department called sales, right? Sales representatives. Right? If we go to a shop, right? Let's say if you go to a shop, you see some sales team. They try to show all the products and try to convince us to buy. Right? Sales reps, they involve here. They try to convince and explain about the product, explain about the discount. They'll make us to buy. Okay, so this will be managed by those kind of employees. Okay, and let's say somehow they are able to sell it. They sold all these 200K quantity iPhone, right? Maybe from Costco, some end users, right? Normal public in the market, they buy iPhone 14. If there is any repair, right? You can go to maybe Costco, but Costco ultimately they approach Apple company, or you can directly approach Apple company, right? So the next phase is support. Okay, if there is any defect in the product, directly the manufacturer, right? Apple is the manufacturer of iPhone, so they need to provide the service, right? They maintain a team to provide the service for the products, right? Maybe phone or laptop or iPad or anything. Okay, so when there is a problem with the product, they maintain a table called case, right? Case is like a service request. It can be the problem with the iPhone display or sound or something, or requesting for a bill or any request about that product, they store in a table called case. Okay, so case is a service request about the product. So any help about that product, they maintain in a case. They have the dedicated Apple company, they maintain dedicated department employees to provide the service, anything about the product. If it is under warranty, they provide the free of service. If it is not under warranty, they charge. So all that information they maintain in these kind of tables, right? So maybe there is a service request, there is a problem with the product. How they solved that problem, or some problems can be solved ourselves as a customer, right? If you search in Google, you see some article. By reading the article, we can solve the problem if it is related to software, right? So those things they maintain as knowledge articles, right? And solutions like that. This is also a table, right? So all this information in the CRM application, right? Internally in the database, all this information will be maintained in a organized way. So to maintain this process, Salesforce company, they are providing some of the applications which are based on internet. No need to install anything. All we need to do, open the web browser and log into Salesforce and access all these marketing applications, sales applications, service application. The different department employees, they can log in and use these applications to organize these customer interactions on day to day. Okay, So that's about the CRM. Okay, let me show you some slides, and I'll also take one more example so that you get even better idea. Okay, so here same all these things only I explain, right? The first phase is the campaign. Campaign is like a advertisement, right? If any new product, in our example iPhone 14, when Apple company they launch, right? How they launch? They keep some hoardings, they give internet advertisement, in a paper you see advertisement, right? Maybe in when you see some sports or some event, you see, right? So from the advertisement, that company they get the leads. It can be they can contact through a web form in the website, or nowadays the chat, right? Let's say if someone try to open Apple website, some of the sales rep, they might marketing reps, they might try to interact with you and get your details, right? Or you might mail them or call them, right? Based on the, let's say, phone number, email, you might call them. So they capture our information. So whoever is trying to respond to that advertisement, they are like a lead for them, right? So once the lead is there, they try to call to all the leads and inquire about the interest and what exactly they want. If the lead is showing further interest, it can be converted as account, contact, and opportunity. Here, account is nothing but the company who is showing interest. Let's say in our example, Costco company. Okay, they want iPhone 14, right? So Apple company, now they are doing business with Costco. Costco requirement is 200K iPhones, right? So yeah, as a account, Apple company, they store the Costco information, right? And also who contacted from the Costco company, that person, right? Who contacted the employee of that Costco company, they capture in the contact. So what exactly that Costco company they need, that is captured as a deal. In our example, the deal is 200K quantity of the iPhone 14. Okay, so it's not that, right? So they are buying, right? There is a deal. Sales rep needs to convince and explain about the product and the service and discount, right? Let's say they ask quotation. Let's say this Apple company quotation is more than whatever the Costco company is expecting. They won't take. They might be disappointed and they won't take. Let's say they feel that whatever the quotation provided by Apple company, Costco is fine with that discount. They might buy that, right? So once they buy, that's not the ending. The Costco company, they sell all those phones to the customers of the Costco. Maybe when we buy that from the Costco, if there is a problem with the iPhone 14, right? We directly ask Costco. Maybe let's say Costco is supporting only 3 months, and after that, if we get some problem, we directly reach out to Apple, right? So Apple, so they take our problem as a case service request. Case is like a service request, okay? And maybe they ask us to submit our phone to one of the servicing center. They will provide the, they'll try to fix the problem and provide the solution, right? So all that information will be maintained, right? Those are like after selling as a service, they maintain. Okay, all this is maintained in the CRM. This is what we discussed. Okay, So now, anyone is having any questions on understanding what is CRM, right? I mean, we need to understand each and every topic, and we connect all these things as a whole to understand what exactly the Salesforce do. Okay, so any confusion on understanding what I explained so far, just
Yeah,
let
so
me know.
I have a question. It's
Yeah,
like you said, when people are showing interest, that's lead, right? So I was not able to kind of, correlate that how come then lead and account are two different things. When actually it will be considered as an account. That where I was not able to connect the two.
yeah. So lead is just an inquiry. Lead is like an inquiry,
Okay.
right? So just somehow they got our information. Okay, when you try to call and inquire, so what exactly when it is coming? Let's say they are saying it will be coming in next year, but you don't have you want some model which is coming in next month. Okay, you don't continue further, right? Because you want to do the business from next month only. You don't want to wait until next year. You don't continue further, right? Let's say they are saying next month only they are releasing. You are ready to do the business. You have investment. You continue further. You try to ask them. Okay, so I want to know the further details. So all those things. If you show such kind of interest, then lead can be converted as account, contact, and opportunity. Okay, so it's like that. Okay, I mean anything, everything is a business. Okay, one of the other example, this training, right? I'm providing this Salesforce training. This is a business for me, right? So how you know about this training? I send message to my old students, maybe through some reference or somehow you might reach to me and you are like a lead for me. Let's say you inquired about this course, right? But I did not start this training from few months. Now I am starting. Your information is there with me, maybe let's say from 1 month. So now I started, right? So you are there as a lead for me. Now I started. You attended this demo. That means I'm thinking, yeah, you have some interest. You inquired and you have some time matching with this time, whatever I started. You started attending demo, right? You are like, I'll be converting you as a customer. Maybe I'll be converting you as a contact. And the deal is you are going to join this Salesforce admin course or development course, right? So, but it's not that you might continue or might not continue after this demo, right? So now you are like a opportunity deal for me, right? So after demo, if you like, you pay the fee and continue. That means the money is generated and this is the next phase. If you don't like, you don't continue. It will be stopped here. My business is stopped here with you here. Okay, so it's like that. Did you understand?
Yes, a little better. So you're saying I showed interest, and
Yeah.
then if you feel like it's being converted into a
No,
kind of, a
yeah.
good, uh,
Now you
you
are.
can proceed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now for me in my CRM, you are here.
Okay.
You are taking. You are attending this demo. I'm
Okay.
trying to convince you by explaining about this Salesforce, what I'm going to
So
explain and how it
yeah.
is.
So
Yeah.
Srini, so here just where exactly I'm a bit confused is.
Mhm.
So does this opportunity will be have so opportunity and account are they would be like correlated, right?
Yeah. So maybe little bit
Okay.
confusion you might have is the lead, right? Sometimes it's based on the nature of the business. Okay, my training business, whatever I am doing, right? This training, maybe I directly deal with the end user, not with other company. Okay, when I give the training, right? So let's say I'm giving training with this name. Okay, so for me, the lead is okay. So let's say you are the lead, but you are not from any company, right? You are just one of the end user, and you are not coming through any company, right?
Okay.
So when I convert you, you don't have any company. There is no account, right? Company is not there means there is no account. You will be directly maintained as a contact for me. Okay, when I convert you, I'll be converting you as a contact. There is no account. When that means this kind of business we call as B2C, means this is my business. I'm directly dealing with individual like you, right? You are not from any other consultancy or company taking training. Directly you are approaching me and I am giving training. This kind of business is B2C. Directly I'm doing business with you. There is no company involved. That is B2C. But when we deal in the projects, most of the times you see like this B2B, means doing business with other company. Let's say there are few persons joined to this training through a consultancy. Okay, so let's say Kishore is one of the person. Just I'm taking an example, right? So this person is joining through a consultancy. Okay, this consultancy asked this person to join this training. Okay, so I have this. I'm dealing with this company, right? I need to ask fee to this consultancy, right? So if this person is okay, this company will also say okay. Then in that case, that consultancy will be maintained as right ABC Consulting, and this person is maintained as contact, and this contact is associated to this ABC Consulting. But in your case, you are not related to any account. It's not mandatory to that you should be part of a company, right? Did you understand?
Yeah, yeah, this much I understand. So when exactly would the thing is I'm always confused with this opportunity part. So fine, I'm okay, the consultants, the account is okay, and you are having a contact.
So
So when exactly will I be an opportunity?
yeah, you are for me. You attended demo. You are an opportunity for me, like
Okay.
Salesforce admin demo. You attended, right? So I'll create a opportunity. Garima Salesforce admin attended, right? So I'll be maintaining a status for you. Okay, I'll say you attended, right? Um, let's say after demo you are not paying. Maybe you don't want to continue. I'll say closer last. Right? You are the deal, but I lost you because you did not like my demo. Right? Let's say if you like, you paid the fee. Then I'll say closer one. You'll be paying the fee to me, and I have the revenue generated for my training. Right? So
Mm-hmm.
it's not that it's a deal. It might be succeeded or it might be failed.
Srini, can I explain?
Yeah.
Yeah, Garima. First, in your normal life, every day you'll get a marketing calls from different sources like we'll sell this product to you kind of calls, right? Or bank offers, bank loans. That is the lead. They will get the lead from different sources, like a Facebook or different sources. Once they get a lead, means your number, they will create an opportunity. How they will create an opportunity? They do need a product to sell you, so they will call you, ma'am, we have kind of product. So they are trying to reach you in a different way, and they will create an opportunity to sell the product to you. That is what the opportunity. You got it?
Oh, oh,
You got it
Okay,
or no?
maybe let me explain by
Yeah.
taking 1 minute. Yeah. So it's like sometimes we get calls, right? Marketing calls. They simply call you and ask, so do you have any requirement for health insurance? Something like that, right? If you say sorry, I'm not interested, right? They stopped calling you. But if you say yes, I'm interested, something, if you say immediately, they capture your details and they create you as a right. I mean, lead means they have your information. That means that's nothing but lead, right? Since you are there in their lead list, somehow they bought your information from a bank or somewhere. You are a lead in their database. They start keep on calling all these leads. How they get these leads? Maybe they might be purchased or they might be buying from some bank or some like that. When they call, if you respond positively, or if you say something, yes, I'm looking something, immediately they convert you as a contact, right? They treat you as a contact, and so the opportunity is health insurance. You somehow positively you discussed with them, right? Later they try to explain about the health insurance product or something, right? If you don't like their plan, they lose, right? Close or lost. If you like their plan and if you take, they get revenue, right? It's like that. So lead is like they have your information in their database. It can be you might be responded through their advertisement, or they might buy from someone, right? It's like that. Okay. Okay. Anyway, this is about the CRM. I think we are out of time, so tomorrow I'll explain the next step after CRM. What is the platform as a service Salesforce is providing, and understand the further things. Okay, so I'll be sharing these notes and recording. Okay, I'll be sending one email to you. If you did not get email, just you can ping me in WhatsApp. I'm only available in WhatsApp. Okay, so direct calls you cannot connect. Okay, if you want to call me, call through WhatsApp. And if you want to, after this class, after this session, if you want to talk to me immediately after this ending of the meeting, next 30 minutes, you can call me, or before 30 minutes of this meeting, you can call me. Okay, so yeah, because I'm in EST time zone. If you are from India, if you delay after 30 minutes, I might be sleeping. Okay, so it's like that. But you can ping me in WhatsApp and keep it. Whenever I see that message, I'll try to respond. There is a WhatsApp group with all the old students. Okay, I'll also add you after these demos. So I'll also add you to that group. You get some help from the old students. Small things you can easily get from them. Still, if you need further more help, I'll ask some of the old students to help you. If they are not able to help you, I'll connect and help you. Okay, so it's such kind of process. Okay, yeah. Before ending today, any questions, anyone? Any kind of question you can ask.
so Srini, there's one thing actually I just wanted to ask, after how many sessions would you actually be starting with admin? I mean, this today was the intro, and
Yeah. So
yeah.
it's like today we are starting the course. Everything is like a
Mhm.
continuation. It's not that after 3 demos again I am starting from beginning. Okay, so from day one, this is the first day of the course. Okay, because since you want to understand whether you are able to follow the training, whatever I am giving. Okay, so I'm asking you to join first 3 days. With that, you get to know how I'm explaining or how you are understanding. Okay, so
Mhm.
it's like we started today only. It's continuation. Even after 3 demos, that will be continued from there where I stopped on the 3rd day. Okay.
Actually, the thing is, I am going on a vacation, so I definitely want to continue the course, but the only thing is that I don't want to miss out any important part that you will start with the admin thing. Actually, I'm
Yeah,
from
that's
IT
why.
background, so for me, and
Yeah,
the thing that you kind of introduced, right, server and all those things, that was not difficult to understand. So that's what I'm actually planning. Otherwise, I'll make sure I'm attending your session from wherever I'm going.
yeah,
So that
yeah,
plan I have to do. So
yeah.
that's
But
what
I don't know how many days
in
you
that
are going for
context.
vacation. But the thing is 4 days weekly, right?
Okay.
So after next to 2 classes, again there is a break for 3 days, right? Again it will
Mhm.
start. Okay, so
Okay.
this I'm going to take only 4 days in a week, 90 minutes each day. Next to 3 days we will be doing a lot of practice what I explained. Again, it's like that. Okay, so just
Okay,
wait
then
for
I guess I will better connect you offline and then let's
yeah.
discuss
Yeah,
how I can plan. Yeah, that would be
anyway I'll be sharing the recordings, right? Each
oh,
recording I'll share, but with some 1 day delay or something. Okay.
oh yeah.
Yeah. So any other questions, anyone before I need to
Sir,
take?
what about the fees?
Fees already I shared in the message, right? The fees, everything is there in the email or the message, whatever I have circulated. The same fees.
Many
Okay.
months
Yeah.
of the contract, sir?
Sorry.
How many months, sir? The course? 2 months or
This
three?
course, yeah, it takes 3 months. The
Yeah.
total
Okay.
course for admin plus development, including LWC, takes 3 months.
Okay.
Sir, but in my mail there is no fees mentioned.
Okay. The fee is not mentioned.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, maybe just ping me, I'll share, right? In my message, whatever I have circulated, the fee is there. So you are joining admin plus development or it's all based on that. Okay. Just to ping me in WhatsApp, I'll again circulate that message. You can find all the details. Okay.
Sure, sir. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. So anything else?
So, sir, how the placement assistance would be provided by you, or we have to find it by ourselves?
Yeah. So you are a fresher or having some experience or
Sir,
what
actually, I am
exactly?
having a non-IT experience of 4 years.
So that means you need to go with 4 years experience on Salesforce. You need to say you are working from 4 years on Salesforce and apply for the job. Okay. So the fact is, I mean, the clearly this is for the training, right? I don't have any tie up with some placement or something. The fact is, after this training, I help you to prepare the resume and explain about the project which you need to explain in the interview. Until that part, I explain. All you need to do, keep that in a job portal and apply, right? there are many calls in the even if I want to change the company, I also do the same, right? I don't need to wait for someone to show the opening. Update my resume and upload in job portal, and there are many calls in the market, right? As soon as you follow these codes and prepare everything, you will obviously get the job, right? So the process is same for everything, right? If someone show the placement also, you might get less package, right? You think that this person is showing job. Maybe they use that, right? Since they are providing placement instead of the market standard, they can also offer less price, and you also join because you are thinking that they should, right? Yeah, the fact is, I mean, you need to prepare resume and upload in the job portals in India, Naukri, Monster, right? So if you are in US, so you can maintain your LinkedIn and you can apply. There are many openings, and obviously you get job with a good package. No need to wait for someone to show. Okay, if someone is showing, they'll be taking some commission or something from whatever you do. It's like that. Okay. So
Yeah,
yeah,
just
yeah,
last question, sir. Which WhatsApp number we should contact? 80879888044 or the
yeah. That
seven
one
four
only.
eight three zero nine six one three four? Which one?
The first one.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Okay. This is the one. Yeah. Okay. We'll continue tomorrow. Okay. So yeah, sometimes if you are not able to ask questions in the call, you can ping me. Okay. Always I'll try to respond. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Srini.
Bye.